just a perfect day, and sort of the perfect, well, almost the perfect end to a perfect weekend. And in a few seconds everything suddenly changed, and from the moment it changed, it's I think the rest is pretty well documented. What's happened.
When something like that happens, how do you even go about starting to pick up the pieces?
The whole incident has destroyed the entire family. Everyone, friends and whatnot, have all been hurt by it, and we're all learning to relive again. And I think the one unifying factor that brings us all together is Ava. In the crash, Ava's car seat was crushed sort of horizontally and vertically. Now all of us in the car sustained glass lacerations from obviously flying glass. 70 mile an hour come one way, 79 mile an hour come another way. There's glass flying all over, and yet there was not a single solitary mark on Ava. When you talk about miracles, it is a miracle. There's no way she could have come out of that unscathed. Part of it starts to think, higher levels, and think, was she saved and did someone protect her?
How do you even then go on to think about what happens next and organ donation? And
Joanne and I had spoke about organ donation, more so for ourselves rather than, because you never think about it for the kids. So, when I'm speaking to the staff at the hospital, I kind of felt like Joanne was on my shoulder and she sort of helped me with the decision. Maya wasn't there, but she could still live on. And the way I look at it, and I still look at it now, is, in some shape or form, Joanne and Maya are living on. They live on in Ava, but they also live on in the 6 people, that Maya's life has gone on to save. My decision was a forced decision. It was hard, but I know I made the right decision.
How important do you think it is that people are made aware of the need to get on that register?
The truth of the matter is, nothing will ever bring them back. You realise that nothing will ever bring your loved ones back, and that's horrible. It's a horrible, horrible feeling. But if you love someone enough, then taking the decision, making the right decision, isn't as hard as you think it'll be, and it'll give you some sort of, for me it makes me think, well, hang on, there's now 6 families around the UK who are waking up the day after with a hope, with a chance. I'm not saying that it'll be perfect and everything will be right for them, but from a negative comes a positive, or 6 positives in our case. It doesn't make me feel any better. Doesn't make the grief go away. Doesn't ease the pain. But it does mean that sort of Maya and Joanne live on. It means that maybe one day in the future we might be contacted by these people. We might be able to say to Ava as she gets older, they might be able to tell her what a difference that, the accident and Maya and the decision has made to their life.
So I've noticed this tattoo on your arm. Can you just tell us a little bit about that and how that was inspired?
Maya would always write a love note for us. The week before the accident, I was actually working away and I got home late, and there was one on my desk, and it's one of those love notes that'll be with me forever. Sort of every day, it's one of those things that I wake up to, and she's still with me.